राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हो गया। आई थिंक दिस इज गुड डेफिनेशन। चार शब्द लिखे गीता पर कविता आई को प्रोफेसर। Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Direction till that time. Sundarshyam Prabhu. तो मैंने devotees who know they are not here. So some devotees are new. So Prabhuji Sundarshyam Prabhu was born in March 1978. So he did electrical engineering from Bharati Vidyapit College of Engineering.
Great watching. We present in Shishikata Samsung Temple, Vijayawada.
very grateful to His grace, Chakradhari Prabhu and His grace, Pradhan Prabhu. As such, I only asked them, can I come? But they kindly helped me. Yeah, here. So welcome you all from this morning session. Is your Shivratri tomorrow or today? Today, okay. You are celebrating today. So Shivratri we are observing today. Related to Lord Shiva, we have a topic of understanding Lord Shiva's profession. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he is our father. Mama Vamshi Jivalokhi Jivabhuta Sanatana. Anashistani Kriyani Prakritisthani Kashari. And all the jivas are my parts and parcels. From scriptures we understand we are not the bodies, we are spirit souls. Essentially we are spiritual, not material. But because we desired to be away from Krishna, we wanted to enjoy independent of the Lord. Here is the place under the word which is called as Durga also, or fort, or jail also. So we are sent here. But then God is very kind, so He makes unlimited arrangements out of His kindness for our maintenance as well as deliverance. So He only expands into so many incarnations, expansions. Balaram, Australia, Krishna, Pradyumna, Yoga, Vishnu, three Vishnus. Then there are so many incarnations, Ram, Vishnu, Varaha, they keep coming also every now and then. Apart from that, Lord has created all these millions of universes. And within each universe, there are billions of demigods who give us so many facilities. Morning sun rose, sun is there, we can see. Sunrise and sunlight is very important. By that, our health is very good. In the rainy season, because of the clouds, the sun rays don't reach our body. So we get a lot of diseases, cold, fever. They are mainly there in the rainy season because sun rays are not able to reach us on the ground. So sun god is created and moon. This is daytime lamp, daylight, and nighttime lamp, moon, night lamp. Such a very light. Moon gives nourishment to the plants. Then juices are there in the plants. By eating subsies, we get nourished. All are in the water is there, what not, Agni Devta, Vayu Devta. All arrangements out of kindness. And all of them, topmost is Lord Shiva in the demigods. Devadi, Mahadevi. He has a certain category also. And somebody cannot want to surrender to his demigods also. They don't want to surrender to the Lord, God's incarnations, nor to demigods. So Lord has created other living beings. Within the human beings also, we have so many of our relatives, mother, father, who take care of us. Krishna only is giving us care through our mother and father. That we don't understand. Who were our mother and father in previous life? Krishna only. We had some other set of parents. Before that, 100 years back, somebody else. 200 years back, we had parents. Different parents keep changing. But Krishna is eternal parent, rather than Krishna. And they're always taking care of us. If we continue taking birth in this material world, those living in fear unfortunately, will take many more births. For all their lives, Krishna will be there as their father. Whosoever they say that he is my father, he is my mother, they will not be their mother and father. In fact, the parents die within the lifetime of the person only. When you become 50, 60 year old, most likely your parents won't be alive. They will be dead much before also many times. So Krishna is only kind father who is there all throughout, accompanying us. In fact, night time our parents are not with us. Some problem happens, then we have to run to our parents. Our parents will come after some time running to us. What to stay if you go away from hometown? Then they cannot even do render some help to you. But Krishna is there as Paramount in our 24 by 7. Anta Smriti Jnana Apavanamcha. From the only come knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. These are more important than what our parents are giving. We should have knowledge that I need to eat food. And then when it comes, hunger is arranged by the Lord in the body. and we have understanding that I am hungry, then we can go to our parents and ask for food. If the understanding is not there, we will starve to death without approach to parents. So understanding Jnana also comes from Bhagavad. So he is more loving, billions and trillions and quadrillions of times more loving than our parents. Our parents are helpless. They can't do nothing for us. So this understanding comes in the Jiva after many, many, many lifetimes. Bhagavan, Jalmanam, Jnanavan Mam Prapakati. One who is in knowledge. And that knowledge comes after many, 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 many billions of lifetimes to Shiva. He keeps doing research. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the higher reality? And then we make Brahmanda the Vedic, common Bhagyanship, some rare fortunate soul comes to that realization. And then he seeks further advancement for that. Guru is arranged by Krishna. How we check the Guru Paramatma, how we arranges external manifestation of him in the form of the spiritual master. Whether initiated spiritual master, Diksha Guru, or instructed spiritual master, Shiksha Guru. And Father Metal, Father Brothership Guru, everything is arranged by Krishna only. Krishna is only end all and be all. Krishna is all around us. Krishna is on the air, Krishna is on the water, Krishna is on the sky, Krishna is on the earth, Krishna is A to Z. This understanding doesn't dawn on the Jiva so easily. Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Samahatma Spirit. Such a soul is very, very great soul. It is very rare. It takes many lifetimes. But many of us, by the grace, by the divine grace of Shiva Prabhupada and his followers, having given this knowledge, God knows how many ISKCON followers were really seekers. In many lifetimes, they were searching for absolute truth or higher reality. Maybe many were not, but Prabhupada's disciples, followers, Prabhupada himself, they caught us, said, he preached to us very, very, and we heard and it made sense more than philosophy. Their love, care, prasadam, all these things than even philosophy. Maybe when they are not happy with the philosophy so much, they want to leave, but then prasadam keeps them back. This prasadam. Outside is come, there is no prasadam. Let me continue. No. So we can see how merciful is the Lord. His mercy knows no limit, no end like that. So this gratitude has to be there in the heart. When we hear the classes, we read Sri Prabhupada books and Acharya books, then this understanding becomes very strong, solidified. And one becomes very determined to surrender to Krishna fully. He will not reserve even a little bit. He is full energy in the service of the Lord. When we understand that, realize that. So talking about Lord Shiva, there are three tattvas, Jiva tattva, Shambhu tattva, and Vishnu tattva. The Lord first expansion to all the Vishnu tattvas, all the incarnations, expansions, etc. Then there is Shambhu tattva and then Jiva tattva. All of us are called as Vividnamsh. These direct incarnations, expansions of the Lord, Ram, Krishna, Ram, etc. They are called as forms, integrated parts and parcels. Integrated. That's why they are called as plenary portions also, or parts of the plenary portion. Same plane. Same plane. It's like in a building, you have a multi-story building, 50-story building, 70-story building. So you have first floor, second floor, third floor, 10th floor. So those who are on 10th floor, we are quite on high level. Those who are on 20th floor, we are quite higher than even 10th floor people. But on 20th floor, there are several flats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they are on the same level. They cannot say, no, I am better than you. No, they are on the same floor. They can say to those people below that we are higher than you. That is okay. But they cannot tell the same people on the same floor that we are better than you. No, they are on the same floor. So plane, it's the same plane, plenary portion. So all these Ram, Lucifer, they all fall in Vishnu Tattva category. And then we are Jiva Tattva, we have strong integrated parts and parcels. They are called as integrated parts and parcels of this Vishnu Tattva. And we are called as Vibhinnamsha, Shamsham and Vibhinnamsha. Shamsham is called as integrated parts and parcels, and Vibhinnamsha are called as separated parts and parcels. So we are separated. Moving on to those powers, like Shamsham. And Lord also comes in different incarnations to exhibit that much amount of power which is required in that particular incarnation to kill a demon or whatever it requires. But Krishna has all the powers. Right? So one such power is in the form of Shambhu Tattva. This Tattva lies above Jiva Tattva but below Vishnu Tattva. So regarding that, Brahma ji said in Brahma Samhita, Shiram yatha nadi vikara vishesha yoga sanchayate nahi tata prutagasti ketoho yam shambhunam api tata samupaiti karya govindamati purusham tanoham bhajami. There are many other tattva also, Guru Tattva, Shakti Tattva. We will not get into all those details, but we discuss mainly about Shambhu. So he is the expansion of Lord Krishna only, but for this material world, he takes care of material existence. Krishna is there, Guru Vrindavan, in the way of the world is in the form of expansions, Vishnu Tattva. But and one of the first Shiva's origin is Sadashiv. Sadashiv is Vishnu Tattva. He has his Vaikuntha Tattva. And in material world, originally material world and spiritual worlds, there is Mahesh Dham also. Devi Mahesha Haridhama Suteshu Deshu. So Brahma is telling. So Devi Dham, because Durga Devi she is controlling this world. So this is called a Devi Dham, where we are all residing. Millions of universes put together. Then above that is Mahesh Dham, Lord Shiva's special place, where he alone stays with his associates. And above all that are Vaikuntha loks, they are called as Haridham. Devi Mahesha Haridham Suteshu Deshu. So in Haridham, Vaikuntha loks also, Sadashiv is one of the expansions of the Lord. He is the Vishnu Tattva. And from that Sadashiv comes this Shiva, who is Shambhu Tattva. So he is different. Sadashiv is Vishnu Tattva, but this Shambhu Tattva is different. What is it that is given, explained in analogy of Shiram Yatha Dati Vikara Vishesh Yoga. And Shiram means you take Shiram Yatha Dati Vikara, it means Dati, curd, Vikara. When you change, make some change in the milk, you add some like lemon or something like that. So then it milk will break and it will get converted into curd. Now curd comes from milk only, but it has different characteristics. Somebody has if somebody drinks too much of milk, that will lead to constipation and that will lead to dysentery. So what he needs to do is to make curd and then it will lead to some kind of constipation. So overall, that dysentery will stop. Certainly, one should not add sugar and all that in that. Curd is movement. So that's a remedy. So you can see they have different characteristics. Though milk only becomes curd, but then now curd is not milk. It is milk, but it is not milk. It has come from the milk, but it is no more milk because characteristics are different. In the night, we are supposed to drink 1 glass of hot milk, 1 hour before sleeping. But if you drink 1 glass of curd, you may have diseases, problem there. That is not the way. So these are different things. Chiram yatha dati vikara vishesha yoga sanjayate nahi tata prutagasmi yeto. So they are different now. Yaha shambhutam api tata samudrikarya. There is now Shambhu Tattva. Govinda Mani Purusham Tanam Bhajami. Because he comes from Govinda. Originally, Govinda is that name. So that from that comes Shiva. So I offer my obeisances to Lord Govinda. That's what Brahmaji is telling us, making it very clear. So he is the expansion of Lord Shiva, but he is in the mood of serving Lord. Recently we had Advait Saptami also. So that is Sadashiv, original Sadashiv and Maha Vishnu. Both of them are Vishnu Tattva. They combine and they come as Lord Advaita Acharya. So we will not discuss about Advaita Acharya, but we focus on Shambhu Tattva only, Lord Shiva only. The difference between Krishna and Shiva is like the difference between King and Kal. The Shambhu cannot be called a Jiva, he is superior to Jivas, but yet partakes of the nature of a separated portion of Jiva. He is the controller of the mode of universe. We have different types of incarnations of the Lord. How many types of incarnations are there? How many types? How many word comes, that the number will come. How many? 6. 6 types of incarnations are there. Lila avatars, Prana avatars, Purusha avatars, Yoga avatars, Damodar avatars, and Purushottam Shakta Vijayawada. So one of these 6 types is Gunavatar also. Lord's control energy is made up of 3 modes: Sattva, Rajaguna, goodness, passion, and ignorance. And for each one of these modes, there is a controlling deity. For ignorance, Lord Shiva is there. For passion, Prabhu. And for Vishnu, maintenance. For goodness, maintenance, Vishnu is there. So they take care. So Shiva is taking care of the mode of ignorance. That's why all the destruction happens by the arrangement of Lord Shiva. He dances, does Tandava Nritya, very dangerous dance. And everything is destroyed. At the end of the maintenance phase of the universe, every material world is all destroyed. Same Lord only Shiva's Shiva Avatar, partial incarnation is Durvasa Muni. So you find that Durvasa Muni will come in Lord Ram's appearance also towards the end. Because of him only, Lord Ram had to banish Lakshman, and Durvasa gives the message, Lord, you have passed in the world now, you please proceed back to your Ayodhya family, Vaikuntha. So Durvasa gives it that final introduction. Same thing in Krishna Avatar also. The children of Krishna, including Sam and others, they dress Sam in the form of a girl, a lady, and they put a cushion, they put a pillow in her sari, making her appear like pregnant lady. And all the children they wanted to have fun, so they went to say this and saying, "Oh dear, say this. This woman is quite curious to know what will take birth from her womb, whether a boy or a girl. This is only the 2 possibilities. No? A pregnant lady will give birth to a boy, son or a daughter. So they said, there was like that, neither boy nor girl. This lady will give birth to an iron mace. That iron mace will be the cause of the destruction of entire civilization. They were all children shocked. My God. No, they were ready to laugh when the sailors would have said, boy will take birth. Or they said, girl will take birth. They laughed. But neither of these two, they said something else to me. And they uncovered her sari, found straight there was an iron mace, and that was called the destruction of evil, like saying, externally speaking. Same Lord Shiva in the form of Advaita Acharya gives indication to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as sending one chip. Oh Lord, now rice is enough in the market. There is no more need of rice. Now the people are wondering what rice. We never purchased right our rice also. So what is Advaita Acharya saying? But Nityananda understood. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu surely understood. That means you came to spread the holy name, now you have spread the holy name all across the Navadvip, earlier, now Jagannath Puri, and so many other places. Now your mission is over. Now please go back to your Guru Vrindavan now. Advaita Acharya only called Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this word. And he only indicated now is the time for devout because it's Shiva, Sadashiva. So this is how destruction. Suddenly he cannot destroy Lord, but he basically makes sure pralaya happens. The end is under Lord Shiva's custody. So he is topmost Vaishnava also. Vaishnava yatha Shambhu. Innaganam yatha Ganga, Devanam Chido yatha, Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu, Purananam idam tatvam. Of all the rivers, topmost is Ganga. Of all the gods, topmost is Achyut, Lord Vishnu. Of all the Vaishnavas, topmost is Lord Shiva. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. And Puranam idam tatvam. In all the Puranas, topmost is this one. This one is Srimad Bhagavatam, because this is the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam doesn't have to say. So of all the Puranas, topmost is Srimad Bhagavatam. No. Topmost is this Purana. In which this shloka is coming. So he is Vaishnava Yatashambhu. We also hear that Srimati Radharani is the topmost devotee of Lord Krishna. So who is topmost? Lord Shiva or Srimati Radharani? Who? As far as material world is concerned, here topmost devotee is Lord Shiva. But material world and spiritual worlds, both combined, who is the topmost devotee? That is Srimati Radharani. There is no match to her. She is Ladini Shakti Mukti. Samjari Samjari Ladini. So Ladini controls Srimati Radharani. Like, essential difference is that Lord Shiva has a connection with the material nature, but Vishnu and Krishna has nothing to do with material nature. about Shiva and Shiva. There are many, because he's devotee of Lord Krishna, we find him taking shelter of the Lord. Every nowadays, all the time meditating on the Lord only. Ram 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 Iti Rame 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 Sahasram Tattvaryam Ram Ram Ram. When Parvati Devi found Shivji chanting on the beach, she said, "Oh Lord, you are Devadi Devi, you are the utmost Lord. There is nobody above you. What is this? You are chanting on beach? Like this, is there someone above you? Yeah, you don't know. I am devotee of Lord Sundarshyam. I will chant his name. Shri Ram 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 Iti. I chant his name. Ram 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 Iti. Rame. Oh my dear wife Rama. Rame Rame Panorame. My mind is always absorbed in Ram's holy name. Sahasranama Tattvaryam. 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. Ram Ram Varanane is equal to one name of Lord Ram. Varanane. Anand is face. One is the topmost. You are most beautiful, Parvati. So Varanane. Ram Nama Varanane. Lord Ram's one name is equal to 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. In Mahabharata, we have Vishnu Sahasranam, like Chandakara, Vijayawada, etc. So many, it will take 20-25 minutes for one to recite that. That is not required. You just say Ram! Ram! Done. Not even 20 seconds. In one sense, not even 2 seconds. 1 second. Ram! Ram! Done. So those who are intelligent, they can save a lot of their time. Intelligence saves time. Prabhupada says Shabda Brahman saves time. Prabhupada says every time. So if those who are intelligent, they can save so much of time. You don't have to recite Vishnu Sahasranam. Just recite Ram Nam. But in another verse there, he says 3 names of Lord Ram is equal to 1 name of Lord Krishna. Krishna. 3 names of Lord Ram is recited. And 3000 names of Vishnu are recited. Equal number 3000 names, 1000. 1000 names, triple repetition. Is done by chanting Krishna. So we are so fortunate by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Here Ram is Radhika Raman. One who is clear Srimati Radha. Here this Ram doesn't refer to Dashratha Ram or Balaram or Parshuram. None of these three. We are referring to only Krishna. Only is clear to Srimati Radha. So he's all the time chanting the names of the Lord. And when Krishna comes in this world, he is happy to participate in Krishna's pastime also. And in general also. And so in general also he is always devoted to the Lord. So there are many pastimes related to Lord Shiva. So one such pastime is there was one demon called Brikasur. He is also called Bhasmasur. So he was such a demon, he practiced austerities. One of the names of Lord Shiva is Ashutosh. Ashu means quickly, Tosh means satisfied. One who gets satisfied very quickly is called as Ashutosh. The Lord Shiva is easy because the Vaishnava or pleasing a devotee, what do you need? And you just give a little Mahaprasad. I have brought Mahaprasad. In one packet, you will get very less. You will get very less, but you will be so happy. Hari Bol, thank you, Prabhu. Shri Radha Nanda Chandra Ki. There is some Prabhu Ki. You will be happy. Not big deal. Just one packet, not a big thing. So if I give little to you, you will be so happy. Why? Because you are a devotee. You understand Mahaprasad. Shri Radha Nanda. We cannot go to Pune temple so far. I don't know how much, maybe 700, 800, 900 kilometers away. So Prabhu has brought out of love for us. So just little bit I give you, and you are so happy. You are not pure devotees yet. Maybe some are pure devotees, sorry. I am not wanting to offend anyone. But Lord Shiva is the topmost devotee, is a pure devotee. So you don't have to do big things also. You can give him little bit of Mahaprasad, just a powder, and from that one grain you give. And he will take it and he will be so happy. He will give you all these things. You know that past time, Narad Muni was waiting outside Vaikuntha. He requested Lakshmi, please give me a little Mahaprasad of the Lord. She said, no, sorry. He has told, never give Mahaprasad to anyone. Sorry. So like that, 12 years he came. Narad Muni, imagine the power, the patience required for getting. So then every day coming, she's after all Mother Lakshmi. So she felt compassion. Then she asked, this Narayana has been coming for 12 years. Asking for your son. But I have been saying no because you ordered me. Can't you be able to consider? He said, okay, without my knowledge, you can give. So then she gave a little bit to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni took it and he was so ecstatic. Yo, love you. And he started dancing here, then he went everywhere, he went to Kailas. And Lord Shiva sang. Hey, Narad Muni, why are you so happy? As such, anybody who's devotee of Krishna is chanting or he'll be happy with me. But there seems to be some specific reason, some special cause that makes you so happy. So what is that? So after 12 years of waiting, the waiting list, very long waiting list, 12 years later, I got Mahaprasad, Lakshmi Devi gave. I'm so excited, I took it. He said, what is this? We are brothers. I also came from Brahma. You are also Brahma's grandson. I'm one of the first sins. First were four Kumaras. And four Kumaras were not ready to procreate and populate the universe. Brahma became angry and from his in between the two eyebrows came Lord Shiva. So I am also your brother, I'm elder brother. So you should give me also. So he said, but I already took it, but a little bit is remaining in the nails. So he said, I will do. He took it and he took it and he was so excited, he started dancing. Then his wife came, Parvati, and she said, what is this? We are partners, life partners, Ardhankiri, better half of the man. Give me also little. Sorry, little bit on the other I took it. And then she had to perform austerities, and then she gets lot of Mahaprasad, all Mahaprasad of Jagannath has been done in Jagannath. So we see that how Lord Shiva being a devotee, just little prasad. So we should also be, if you are pure devotee, little prasad you get, you'll be happy. If you are neophyte devotee, prasad I want. Little easy. 100 kg banana, 100 kg milk, all that like that. So that is because we are neophytes, isn't it? So we have to become advanced devotees. Little bit we get very happy. So this Rukasur, he knew that Lord Shiva gets easily pleased. We don't have to do big things. He started performing austerities. Means we don't have to wait for a long time. Narayana waited for so long, but for practicing anything, austerities, etc., in the relationship with Lord Shiva, you don't have to spend so much time also. So then what he was doing, he was taking flesh from his body and putting in fire. And praying to Lord Shiva, please appear. And he was doing that every day. 5 days passed. Still Lord Shiva did not appear. So he became desperate. What is this? Too long. See how demons are. Impatience is the characteristic of demoniac nature. Impatience comes from passion. So when we have passion, we are also demoniac. And we cannot wait for long. So he was a demon, obviously, in the mode of passion and ignorance. He could not wait long. So then he became very angry. He went to water river, bathed himself fully, came wet only. Then he took his hair and then took chopper. And he was about to cut off his head and put it in the fire in order to invoke the presence of Lord Shiva. So immediately Lord Shiva came from the fire. He said, hey, wait. What nonsense. Why are you doing that? No, I wanted your mercy. Okay, I'm pleased with you. What do you want? Said, whosoever head I keep my hand upon, his head would burst into thousands of pieces. This is a demonic mentality. You want to destroy me. When you want to destroy anything or anyone, that is a demonic mentality. Demons always want to destroy everything in the creation. So rather maintenance requires goodness. So he said Tathasmi, so be it. So when Shiva came along with Parvati was also there. Then he thought, oh, this beautiful woman, I want to inspire her. But her husband will try to protect her. Husband is the protector of the wife. So I have to kill Shiva. So how to kill him? I have meditation now. I will keep my hand on the head of Shiva. Shiva's head will burst with all pieces. Done. And I can enjoy Parvati. So he started running behind Shiva in order to touch his hand. His hand was extended also. He wanted to touch Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva saw, wait, what is this nonsense? I gave him the benediction and he is trying to kill me on this. He started running and Prabhu was running behind him. Running. So anywhere Shiva was going, Prabhu was behind. So what to do? He prayed to the Lord. The Lord, please save me, please protect me. This demon is under me. But then immediately Lord Krishna came in the form of a small boy, young boy, so tiny boy. And Shiva had gone a little ahead and suddenly this boy came in front of Prabhu. Said, demon, Prabhu, where are we going? Lord Shiva, behind Lord Shiva. Why? Because I practice austerity, I praise him, I got full from him, that anybody's head I touch upon, his head will burst into thousands of pieces. So I want to kill him so that I can enjoy the body Parvati. So immediately Lord, it was small boy, said, what nonsense? You have any brain or what? This Shiva, he can give you good, that you can kill anyone. This Shiva is so powerful, and he doesn't have house to stay. He's married long before. Before marriage only one prepares his flat and house for Isn't it? Not that after marriage somebody goes. Isn't it? Parents of the lady also ask whether the boy has house or not. Four-wheeler, two-wheeler or not. Job or not. Regular source of income or not. Someone inquiry. This way about many years are gone. Children are gone. Ganesh, Kartikeya, and still he doesn't have household. So he, do you think he can be giving you anything like that? So then he said, oh really? So his meditation will not work. Yeah, yeah. Then what should I do? Because counseling was done in such an amazing way. Because it was completely checkmated. He got bewildered. So what to do? What to do? Very simple. You touch that hand on your own head. Because Shiva doesn't have power, your head will not burst into pieces at all. And then you can kill this Shiva. Telling the whole world. Telling the whole world that telling the whole world that uh, this Shiva gave me very extra, but that did not work, so I killed him. So very good. So he kept his hand on his own head, immediately he let it burst into thousands of pieces, and thus Lord saved Shiva. So like that, there are many masterminds in Durga's in Banasu's case also. The scriptural position of Lord Shiva is a little bit. Many times there is this problem in India. There are Shaivites and there are Vaishnavas. Those who worship Vishnu are Vaishnavas. Those who worship Shiva are Shaivites. Shaiva. So both of them fight that Lord Shiva is supreme and then Vaishnavas say Vishnu is supreme. So much so that in Kumbh Mela once, one place, the Shaivites and Vaishnavas had such terrible fight. They chopped off the heads of each other bodies with swords and all. There was bloodshed. So because of that, then government separated into two parties. Now wherever Kumbh Mela is there, Shaivites should be given different place and Vaishnavas will be given different place far away from each other. Same thing in South India, if you go, there is a fight. Nityamur was on his South Indian tour, all India tour. So when he was in South India regions, so several places he found, especially Madura and many places, there is Shiva Kanchi and there is Vishnu Kanchi. So then both of them considering or saying that Shiva is supreme or Vaishnava is Vishnu is supreme. So Lord Nityananda just laughed and left that place. And that there are new words. Both are supreme. As far as Kalpa goes, Lord Vishnu is supreme. But as far as Rasa goes, because Shiva is a devotee of the Lord, so Shiva is also supreme. Lord becomes subordinate to him. That's how we find in the Rameshwaram, he worshipped Lord Shiva, Shivalinga. So is Ram. So that Rameshwar also has two meanings. Ram है जिसके ईश्वर, that is Rameshwar. That is Shiva's master, Lord Ram. And the Lord Ram also accepts his devotee as superior to himself. That is the nature. Father wants the son to become taller than him, more beautiful than him, more educated than him, and then having more fame than him, better house than himself, better car than himself, isn't it? All of your parents, if you see father, will want you to be better than him. So where did that nature comes from? That nature comes from Lord Krishna. So Krishna wants his devotee, pure devotee, Shivji, to be supremely glorified. That's why in Samudra Mantha Lila also, churning of the ocean, when Halahal came, deadly poison, that time all the demigods were in danger. They approached Lord Vishnu saying, please, Trahi, 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 protect, 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 O Lord. He said, this he can request to Lord Shiva. He can help you. And then Lord Shiva, and they called him to Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is with his wife only, Sati. When that request was made, Shivji asked, see, these demigods are in trouble. What should I do? If I drink poison, if I die, you'll become a widow. You'll be without husband. She knew the power of Lord Shiva. She said, no problem, go ahead. Nothing can kill Lord Shiva. His body is Sachidananda Shri. His body is Sachidananda. People are full of knowledge and full of peace. It cannot be destroyed by anyone. And then Lord Shiva trying the whole poison as a video. So he is very compassionate. Topmost quality of a devotee is paradukha dukhi. When others are miserable, devotee feels completely unhappy. When others are happy, then he is happy. But when others are not happy, he is feeling happy. He is feeling unhappy. This is very difficult for us. We are so absorbed in our own bodies and in our own life. Anything goes wrong, immediately we are so disturbed and we tell 100 people. Nowadays, social media, immediately we will put it, what happened, how this bad thing happened. So this shows that how shallow is our understanding of the scriptures and how we are hardly practicing bhakti. So we should be tolerant and we should so much be happy just by chanting Hare Krishna, Prasadam, devotees, something. That should make us very happy. And then we should have no more problems of ourselves. Then all the problems of the world are our problem. Like Prabhupada, what problem did he have in 1965 or before in India? And we are jobless, some problem was there. That's why he went to America to have a better job and a lot of money. Indian people are suffering. And he tried for 41 years in India to preach to Indians. But then, as foolish as Indians were, they thought Western lifestyle is so amazing. Posh clothes, educated people, beautiful people, intelligence, gratification, eating, sleeping, mating, depending is the best. And they were also going to West. Prabhupada understood unless I change these Westerners into devotees, Indians won't take it up. So exactly that problem worked also. So Prabhupada went on a Kalabhushit at the age of 70. You try on Kalabhushit now also at the age of 70. You have so much difficulty. See, journey is altogether different. It is not like road journey. For that matter, air journey also, the plane is different. One goes frequently by the plane, you will have weaker bones, little bones. That's why air hostesses, pilots, they are not allowed to go beyond few thousand kilometers every month. The company restricts. Otherwise, they will die quickly. So air journey is different, road journey is different, and water journey is different. Seasickness, nausea, so many problems now. But Prabhupada tolerated everything. Because the number one quality of a Vaishnava is paradukha dukhi. He considers others' distress to be his distress. And he doesn't have any distress of himself. He is completely happy. Stand Hare Krishna and be happy. The devotee is very happy with Krishna. Just like you can see the child, you crying child, any baby takes, he will be crying only. But when he comes on the lap of his mother, he immediately stops crying. Because all the necessities that are there for the child are provided by the mother. Krishna is also supreme mother and father. If you are with Krishna, you have no problem. If you are not with Krishna, you have all the problems. How much you are not with Krishna, those many problems will be with you. So whenever you feel there is a problem in life, know that you are not with Krishna. You are not with Krishna. You may be staying in temple, but your consciousness is not Krishna conscious. All sorts of incompleteness is experienced due to the incomplete understanding of the complete whole. Prabhupada's famous statement, Station Mr. Mantra. So if we know, if only I get this, if I have better house, if I have better this, if only this devotee can be better in his dealings with me, if only my wife can be better, if only my parents can supply more money, if only I can have a car, if only I can have a better bike. So all this, if only this, if only that, then I'll be happy. That is your illusion. That is ignorance. That is lack of Krishna consciousness. If you are with Krishna, you have everything. Yasmin Vikyatam Sarvameva Vikyatam Bhavati. By knowing Krishna, you know everything. Yasmin Tushtya Jagat Tushtam. If you please Krishna, the whole world is pleased. So this is what is knowledge. And when we don't have this, then we think, no, no, I need this, I need that. If I get this, I'll be happy. And if this should not come in my life, sickness should not come, weakness should not come, this financial crunch should not come. Otherwise, my life will be miserable. So this is our ignorance. This is the big problem. That's why Prabhupada wrote books and he gives services to us. By reading books and serving, we'll get the knowledge. And then with Krishna, we're always happy. And then when we are happy, when we find anybody not happy, we feel his distress is my distress. Like you have 10,000 kilograms and some beggars on the road, five beggars, they're crying like anything. They're hungry, they're about to die. What will you do? You may take few gulab jams, 10, 15. Then rest of the gulab jamun, what is the use? They will all rot eventually. So you distribute all those thousands of gulab jamuns to those people. Because you will consider their problem to be your problem. They are happy. And I have so much. Let me give them. And what does devotee have? Devotee has Krishna. And what people like? Krishna. All the problems will be solved if we get Krishna. That is the full, complete understanding of a devotee. Not that somebody doesn't have social welfare workers as Buddhist as they are. They think, oh, this person he doesn't have blanket. If I give him blanket, he'll be happy. Or he doesn't have food. If I give him food, he'll be happy. Or some people arrange marriages also. What they call mass marriages. Thousands of marriages. Politicians will do that because they want votes. Okay, that this jati, Vivaha, something like that jati. So this is not. You cannot be happy without Krishna. Try it. Millions of lifetimes will go, you try this, try that. Nothing will work. Nothing can work. You need Krishna only. Krishna is the end all and be all. In Krishna, everything is there. Mother Yashoda, when she got the complaint from Balaram and others, that Krishna has eaten dirt. He said, Krishna, you have eaten dirt. Krishna said, I did not eat dirt. No, don't tell lies. You have eaten dirt. No, I have not eaten. No, Balaram is also saying. No, Balaram also has joined their hands because today I defeated them all in the game, in the sports. They are very angry. They want to put me down. They are telling lies against me, lies about me. So then Mother Yashoda said, Krishna said, if you don't believe, open, see in my mouth. Yashoda said, okay, open your mouth. And when he opened small mouth only, with a 3-year-old boy, small mouth, but in that mouth, Mother Yashoda found the entire creation. And in the creation, she found Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan, Yashoda peeping into the mouth of Krishna. That also she found. What is this? 2D, 3D, movie theater, like that. So everything is there in Krishna. In Krishna's mouth only. That same thing was there in Markandeya Muni also, those kind of story. That what about the Shri Krishna? Krishna lying on banyan leaf, banyan tree. And then when Markandeya Rishi, the inundation period, Pralaya time, when he was floating, going here and there, and then he went close to this point. Krishna just inhaled, and then Markandeya Muni went inside his body, and he found the entire universe within his body. Everything was within water only. Whole Brahmanda was born within water. But when he entered in Krishna's body, he found the whole universe is inside him. So this is how everything is. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam vichamai pashyati tasyam na pranashyami sanchak sachanena pranashyati. Anu seeks me in everything and everything in me. For him I am never lost or is ever lost to me. So this understanding has to come. Otherwise we will be just foolishly wasting our human lives. After coming to ISKCON also, after practicing bhakti also. So that's why we have to read Prabhupada books to get complete understanding. Otherwise, with an incomplete understanding, you just waste our human birth, despite being in ISKCON a so-called follower of Prabhupada. But how one follower is, he has to be thorough in philosophy. He has to read all these books. Otherwise, he is not a follower of Prabhupada. He is just a wishy-washy person who just is a sentimental follower. He is a sentimental follower. So he has to give his intelligence to Prabhupada, by reading Prabhupada books. Then he will be a proper follower of Prabhupada. So some of the topics from scriptural references. Shiva is the best of the Vaishnavas that we discussed. Then Shiva is one of the 12 Mahajans also. Anytime you have difficulty, confusion, what should I do about your duty? There are so many duties for all of us. Sharidharma, we eat, we have to sleep, bathe, so many things. Then we have Jati Dharma and Purush Dharma and Sri Dharma and then Desh Dharma. Sanatana, Kula Dharma, then Varnashram Dharma. Millions of dharmas are there. That's why Krishna said, give them up all. Sarva Dharma Pradeja, Mamekam Sarva. Just surrender to me. So anytime there is confusion in life, so what should I do? Should I do this or should I do that? This or that, this or that, this or that. In just two things only so much confusion comes. So at such time, we need Mahajans. Mahajans are the authorities in Dharma. So there are 12, as Yamraj says in the 6th of Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd chapter. That is the 20th verse. He is telling the Yamadutas in the episode of Ajamil. When Ajamil was rescued by Vishnudutas, Yamadutas were about to take him. But then Vishnudas argued that he had chanted Narayan name with that all the sins are old. Simple reactions are old. It's pure now. You cannot claim him. They were frustrated, they went to Yamaraj and Yamaraj guided them. That time he tells, they are correct. Then he said there are 12 authorities or dharma. Swayambhu Naradasyambhu Kumaro Kapilo Manu Talladu Renuko Vishnu Valirvaya Sankirvayam Swayambhu, Lord Brahma himself. The Swayambhu, self-born, was born from the navel of Lord Vishnu on that lotus rose and the lotus Brahma is born. So Swayambhu, Narada Shambhu, Lord Shiva is third in the list. Then Kumaro Kapilo Manu, four Kumaras, four sons of Brahma, Sanak Sanatan, Sanandan, Sanatma. Kumaro Kapilo, Kapi, the son of Mother Devoti, is Supreme Person God. Kapilo Manu, Manu is Swayambhu Manu, one of the sons of Lord Brahma. Is Swayambhu Manu, the first Manu of the 14 Manus. In the first day of Brahma, on the first Manu that comes is Swayambhu Manu. Prahlado Janako Vishnu, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, the father of Sita Devi, and Vishnu. Prahlado Janako Vishnu, Bali Valyasaki Vayan, Bali Maharaj, who is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. Valir Valyasaki, Shukdev Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, and Vayan, myself is Maharaj. So these are the 12 authorities, so Lord Shiva is there. And we can find so many times Lord Shiva's guidance is starting. By demigods, by Brahma also, so many places. Because he is one of the 12 authorities. Whenever there is confusion. Shiva says neutral Gita also. And Prajatas, the 10 sons of the Prashivai, they wanted to surrender to the Lord. They had gone to find his austerities in the forest. On the way, Shiva by himself only came. He is so happy that these children, they are going, 10 children of Prashivai, they are going for is getting the grace of the Lord. Let me assist them. If you want to practice bhakti, you require the blessing of Lord Shiva. So we should not misunderstand Lord Shiva. We should not think, oh, this is, I have nothing to do with Lord Shiva. No. Our material body is born from the combination of Shiva and Durga. That we as souls, we are parts and parcels of Krishna. Amai Vamshu Jiva Loki, Jiva Buddha Sangha. But our bodies are parts and parcels of Shiva. So that's why Shiva is worshipped in the world. So we cannot say that I have nothing to do with Shiva. Shiva is very important. The great devotee, the pure devotee. By discarding him, by insulting him, by offending him, we go to hell rather. So we cannot. We have to worship him. We have to please him. Just by general practice of devotional service is enough. You don't have to separately do anything. But respect Shiva. Don't offend him. He came by himself and he taught these 10 sons, that is Prajadas, how to please Lord Vishnu. He sang Rudra Gita, that is there in 4th and 24th chapter. Almost many verses are there. He glorified Lord Vishnu. In the proper instance in the Bhagavad, it is especially significant that Lord Shiva is the pure devotee of Lord Vasudeva. Vaishnavana Neta Shambhu. Amongst all Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the topmost. Consequently, Lord Shiva has a sampradaya, a Vaishnava disciplic subsection called the Rudra Sampradaya. Yes, you can see he is made authority there also. He is Mahajan in 12 people, but in Paramparas he is made head of Rudra Sampradaya. Shiv Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Rama Sampradaya. So, of Rudra Sampradaya, he is the first one who receives knowledge from the Supreme Lord. At the present moment, those who belong to the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya of Vaishnavas come from Rudra, Lord Shiva. To become a devotee of Lord Krishna, Vasudeva is very, very difficult. The word especially used in this connection is Duraradhyam. The worship of the demigods is not very difficult, but becoming a devotee of Lord Vasudeva Krishna is not so easy. However, if one adheres to the principles and follows in the footsteps of the higher authorities as advised by Lord Shiva, one can easily become a devotee of Lord Vasudeva. As Lord Shiva guided these Prajatas, so if you just follow that same guidance, you will also be able to achieve Lord Vasudeva's grace. Then drinking poison we already discussed. So when he drank that halahal, it was very huge, it was oceanic, it was mixed in ocean. So he took it all and concentrated it. See the power. And he took it in his palms. As he was drinking, some drops fell down. And they were accepted by scorpions, by snakes, and other poisonous insects, and they became so poisonous. One sting. Anybody was bitten by scorpion? By a snake? We don't know. Very deadly. Your body become bluish though, and one will have a lot of difficulty. Within minutes, one will die. It's very dangerous. Scorpion or snakes or some poisonous insect. But he took it, he was found, they became poisonous, and he took it, he's going to drink it, he should die on the spot. He took it, and then he allowed it to go here, and not you. Now you drink water. Show me how you store it here. Either mouth will be stored in the mouth, or the water will be stored in the stomach. Water will be stored in the mouth or in the stomach. In between, is it possible? No question. The gravitational force, it automatically, once it goes this portion, it will immediately go down only. Or you can vomit it out, but you cannot store it here ever. Impossible. So see the unimaginable, impossible feat performed by Lord Shiva. But anyway, this is not water, this is deadliest poison, halal. So he kept it here only, not allowed below. And his kanta, his throat became bluish or blackish. That's why he got two names, Nilakanta and Kalakanta. The two famous names of Lord Shiva. Because his throat became blackish. Now, if our throat is black, some fair complexion person is there. By the way, Lord Shiva is fair in complexion. So he is beautiful. So when he comes out, golden in complexion. If you see the description is there in the fourth canto, when he meets Prachadas, he comes from the water. That lake is there, they say, in Kerala. In Guruvayur temple is there. Anybody went? Guruvayur temple? So that lake is there. So they say from this lake only Lord Shiva appeared and gave us to Prachadas. So when he came, he was golden in complexion. But then he appears different color, ash color. Why? Because he puts ash all over his body. That is his another mercy. He visits crematoriums and all those very fallen, lowly, simple ghosts, hobgoblin spirits. To them he gives their association. So they are all dangerous. They have ghosts. They don't have 2 feet. It's like 1 feet. You have seen ghosts like that. It goes like a tail ghost. So they look very odd. Hobgoblins, ghosts, spirits, very deadly looking. So in fancy dress competition, they see, oh, who is this? Very different, unique figure, Lord Shiva. Because he has snakes in his body. Ashes here, and he has jata. And there is moon there, crescent moon. He is very unique in his dressing. Nobody can imagine competition dressing. So all the ghosts of goblins who think they are the best in fancy dress competition. Which this person undoubtedly is the best. To give him the first prize. They all come close to him, give him the first prize. And then he starts preaching to them. And they are very happy. He gives association to such lowly people. Will you give your association to very lowly, fallen, very poor people, those who have leprosy? Will you go to them and give your association to them? You will not dare to because you think your body. So my body, and I go there, will be infested, their diseases, etc. But Lord Shiva is not like that. He's very, very merciful. So he drank that poison and he kept it here. That is unique beauty of Lord Shiva. And he chants the holy name of Lord. Shiva is the protector of the Dham also. The Lord's abode. He's called a Dham Palak. There are in Navadip also. In fact, in Yogpit also. How many of you visited Yogpit? Lord Chaitanya birthplace. Nobody went to Mayapur. Went, no? So when you went to Mayapur, you must have visited Yogpit. Lord Chaitanya's birthplace. The name tree is there. Just behind name tree, there is Shiva Linga. Isn't it? So why? Because he is Dhampal. As such, he is Buddha Shiva. There is Prodamaya also. Across Ganges, on the western bank of Ganges, there is a Navadip town. There is a very busy street. Underneath one banyan tree, there is Prodamaya and Buddha Shiva. So they are both Dhampal. They protect Navadip Dham, all the 9 islands of that region. So without his mercy, without his blessing, one cannot enter in Dham. Similarly, in Vrindavan also, there are 5 Shivalingas are there, protecting Dham. In Mathura, he is Bhuteshwar Mahadev. In Vrindavan, he is Gopeshwar Mahadev, the topmost Mahadev of all 5 is Gopeshwar Mahadev. He is right in Vrindavan. Then in Govardhan, Chakleshwar Mahadev. Then in Nandagaon, there is Nandeshwar Mahadev. And in Kameshwar Mahadev. 5 Shivas are protecting entire Rajapuri. Without his blessing, one cannot enter in Vrindavan. Without his blessing, one can enter in some place on earth within Uttar Pradesh, which you may say is Vrindavan, but actually you cannot enter into Vrindavan without the blessing of Lord Shiva in Dhampal. He makes sure no materialistic minded person enter there to spoil the ground. They will come, they will enjoy life, they will eat popcorns, they will sit in that what do you call giant wheel, etc. And they will eat in the restaurant and they will go. They will go to some temples and have some sightseeing. They cannot experience Vrindavan without the blessing of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the Dhampala. He protects the Dham. Only pure devotees of the Lord, they get the blessing of Lord Shiva and they can see the Dham, they can reveal the Dham also to others. Shiva also was bewildered by Mohini Murti. When during Samudra Manthan only, when the Dhanvantari came ultimately and Amrit Nectar came, then demons snatched it away and they were running away. And even smaller demons could not get. In order to trick them, Lord again incarnated in the form of Mohini Murti, most beautiful woman on planet. Because more beautiful than Lakshmi also. Lakshmi is no doubt beautiful, but when Lord, her master comes as a woman in the form of Mohini Murti, is far superior in beauty than even Lakshmi. All she ultimately, how she fed all the demigods, and then the Ramu came in between sun and moon, and his head was chopped off, etc. This time Shiva was not present because this is materialistic affair. They want post position, they want their heavenly planets, both the parties, demons and demigods. So Lord Shiva had nothing to do with it. He's a pure devotee. Pure devotees have no affair, no interest in materialistic affair. Lord Shiva was not present. But after Samudra Manthan, when he heard from other demigods, Lord appeared as Mohini Murti, very beautiful woman, so beautiful, we cannot describe. The Lord says, my Lord came as a woman, and I was not there. I have to see him as her, like that. Then he went to Lord, so Lord, please, again release that movie. He said, no. That was for that specific reason. No need. Lord Vishnu said. So no, Lord, I missed it. If I knew, I would have come there. Nobody sent me WhatsApp message. I will come on Nandipur very quickly. Or I would have come on this Mayur, on the peacock of my son, actually. But anyway, I missed it just once I want to see. God said, no, it's very dangerous. Such beauty, unimaginable beauty. You will get bewildered. So no, how can I be bewildered? Somebody bewilders me. So even Durga, Parvati is also very beautiful. Mahamaya. Every one of us gets attracted to not just Mahamaya, just small thing created by Mahamaya. One mobile, iPhone, not even iPhone, sometimes Samsung, or any kind of model, real, P, or any model is so attractive. This is just one part of the part and parcel of Maya's power. We get so much attracted. Whole Maya comes. She came for Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is Brahma and one who has prayed to the Lord. He could not fall prey to that. So he thought Parvati is my wife, she is Mahamaya. I am not attracted to her. How will I be attracted to this most beautiful woman? So Lord said, okay, because we request Haridas. And then Lord became Mohini Murti, very beautiful. And Shiva was mesmerized. Haribo. And Parvati said, Haribo. And she started running with the ball. He started running behind her. Parvati and all the demigods, others said, hey, what is this? And Lord purposefully running, purposefully passed through the forest in which Shivites were worshipping Lord Shiva. They were sitting in meditation. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. They are meditating on the Lord Shiva, who is their Ishtadev, worshipable deity, Supreme Lord, according to them. And then suddenly they heard some noise, somebody running. They opened eyes and almost naked woman. They closed their eyes. What is this? How naked woman came here? Anyway, they closed eyes. But after just some seconds later, somebody else is running. So they again got disturbed. They opened eyes and they saw Lord Shiva. He's running behind naked woman who is not his wife also. What is this? Oh, master! So you have practiced austerity to please him. And you have lost control of your mind and senses. You are running behind a woman. They were confused. And Lord Shiva, it is at that time he lost semen. It fell down on earth. Wherever it fell down, it came up as Jyotirlinga, and also it came up as gold mines. That's why Vaishnavas, when they see gold, it's just not good. Like semen of Lord Shiva. And he is a pure devotee. So gold should be used only for service of the Lord. You can make nice jewelry and put it on the Lordship's Radha Krishna, Gaur Gita, like that. But otherwise, you should not be interested in all this uh, pompous display of material pure energy in the form of gold or anything like that. So then that is the Lord Shiva getting attracted by Manguti. Then when everything calmed down, what did Lord Shiva say? Now just imagine you underwent such insult. All your followers lost you. All your fans are gone. Subscribers. Then deleted their name from your subscribers list. How will you feel? You will completely put off, dejected. But Lord Shiva was not like that. He said, "Oh Lord, only you can be with me. Nobody in the creation has the power to be with me. But you are so great." And he praised Lord for his beauty and everything. That is how Lord Shiva is. Instead, he glorified Lord Vishnu for his inconceivable potency by which given a theater. Lord Shiva's one of the name is theater, meaning is sober. He cannot be disturbed. So he, like him, could not be illusion, could be illusion. Through this pastime, we can clearly see that Lord Shiva is the devotee of Lord Vishnu or Lord Vishnu. The Lord Shiva is also a graveyard and roams with ghosts and hobgoblins. Many glories of Lord Shiva in the Purana, there are so many pastimes. He delights in glorifying Lord. So many times in the Purana we find Shiva Parvati Samvad. Conversation between Lord Shiva and Parvati. She asks a question and he keeps answering. And it goes on and on and on and on. Several Puranas will have hundreds and thousands of stories. Shiva and Parvati, they are the divine couple. He is a Vaishnava, topmost, and she is topmost Vaishnavi. One of the names of Parvati is also Vaishnavi. She has 10 names, Virya, Kali, Chandi, Bhadrakali. And apart from that, she is also Vaishnavi. So, both best of the devotees as a couple. So they all discuss about Krishna every now and then, past time and on. Okay, any question? About Lord Shiva.
What you said, Shiva is the controller of ignorance.
Mode of ignorance.
Which you have to Shambhudat or
Now, Vishnu, that's how much he is in the world. He has his thousands of devotees. Just like Asing Alliance and Gurmada once have done. That is different. He is Vishnu only. Vishnu Tattva. This Shiva will have. He is within this material world, so he will control this mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance is there only in this material world, not in the spiritual world. Tattvagun, Rajyagun, Tamagun. That is what material energy is made up of. The ideation, Guna mind. Mind is endowed with full of three modes. Tattvagun, Rajyagun, Tamagun. So these three modes are there only in the material. Spiritual world is only Shuddha Sattva. Yes.
At the beginning of the lecture, you mentioned that Lord Shiva is topmost of all demigods. So this is different Tattva. Prabhu. Demigods are comes under Jiva Tattva, but Shiva is in Shambhu Tattva. So
Yes, but then still he also in the category of Jiva. He is also in the category of demigods. Father Naradu is also a demigod. But Deva Rishi is a sage among the demigods. Deva Rishi, Raja Rishi, Brahma Rishi. These are all subtle body of a sage and gross body of a king, that is Raja Rishi. Gross body of a demigod, that is Deva Rishi. Gross body of a Brahmin, that is Brahma Rishi. So like that. So Lord Shiva is also a demigod.
Prabhu, if we worship Lord Shiva, we will go to spiritual world or not?
With what intention you worship, that matters. The materialistic people worship Lord Shiva for material wealth.
No fun.
If you ask him that please make me a devotee of Lord Krishna, he will make you. He's blessing or very blessing. Advancement depends on the attitude of the follower. Externally, what you do is one thing, but internally, what is your mood? Why are these by chanting Hare Krishna go to hell? Hare Krishna? How can you like that? Yeah, your mentality is very deadly. I think Lord's hands like everything is made up of matter only, or part of matter, just like we have. So mentality is very important, attitude. With what mood you approach Lord Shiva? He has two roles as a demigod who gives multiple benedictions. And that is also told. He is one of the names of Lord Shiva, Charachara Guru. He is the spiritual master of all the living and non-living things and living personalities. He is their guru. So he offers Sakapata Krupa and Akapata Krupa. Two types of mercy of Lord Shiva. Sakapata Krupa is for his materialistic followers who say, "Oh Shiva, they will go every Monday to Shiva temple and let me have a beautiful wife. You got my God has a beautiful wife. Let me also have a very beautiful wife." So he will give them that. This is called as Sakapata Krupa. Krupa mixed with what do you call Kapata, with cunningness, like that. So they want like that, what can be done? They want to be treated, he gives them that. But there is akapata krupa, without any duplicity, without any crookedness. And that is available only for Vaishnavas, like Prachitas, what we discussed about it. They were not wanting anything but Lord's mercy. They did not want anything. They were supposed to get married, that's why Prachini told them that go for austerity. And for austerity, they are not going to pray, "Oh Lord Vishnu, please give us a very beautiful wife." No. They are going to pray that let's have devotion for him. So for them, Lord Shiva offered Akapata Krupa. That is for all the pure devotees. He offers Akapata Krupa without any crookedness. Right? So Yetam Prabhajanti, devotee also devoted to the Lord, he will have similar formula. Right? What for you approach Lord Shiva? You approach for materialistic pleasure, materialistic gain, he will offer you that. If you approach him for spiritual gain or mercy of the Lord, he will offer you. He will be very merciful. He will be giving you kindness, mercy, all that so much. Anything?
Prabhuji, you told that Shiva is the greatest devotee. Then why did he came as Shankaracharya and propagated the Maya?
That is because Lord Vishnu told Lord Shiva only that he is telling his wife Parvati that Maya Vadam Asya Shastram Prachannam Bodham Avayam Maya Vihitan Devi Kalo Brahmana Rupi. My dear Devi Parvati, Kalo, in Kalyuga, Brahmana Rupi, I will come in the form of Brahmin, in born in Kerala, something. Mayavadam Asat Shastra. Mayavad to preach one philosophy, one one type of philosophy that is called Mayavad. And it is Asat Shastra, false philosophy. He is only telling. Mayavadam Asat Shastra, Prochannam Bodham Avayam. It is covered Buddhism. Mayavad is covered Buddhism. So he is saying, Prochannam Bodham, Mayeva Vihitam Devi. I will only give. So immediately Devi asks, "Hey, how come? Husband, you will cheat the world by giving false philosophy?" Say yes. How? Why? Because Lord Vishnu has given the order. So why Lord Vishnu gave such order? Because long before, around 2500 years back, misusing the Vedas which prescribe animal sacrifice for people in the mode of ignorance, Brahmins started misusing it by performing millions of animal sacrifices. And they were also eating flesh, etc. And the animals were not getting revived also. When the animal is sacrificed, because Govind gave you sacrifice old cow, Ashwamedh gave you sacrifice old horse. And he comes there as young cow or young horse, or sometimes as human being. That was not happening. Rather, animals were killed and that flesh was being eaten. So Lord had compassion because all children are getting killed in millions. So he came as Buddha, Lord Buddha. And his philosophy was non-violence. He said, all these Vedas which talk about killing animals, this is cruelty, not bogus. Give up. Just surrender unto me. Bodham Sharanam Tachami. Just surrender unto me. And they surrendered because he was very beautiful, very charismatic, very knowledgeable. And he said, give up the Vedas. So Vedas were rejected by people. Now this is one step up. Lowest below is violence. So one step up, non-violence, but with rejection of the Vedas. Now Vedas have to be introduced, but these are all sinful people only, they are not very pure. So then how to introduce Vedas? With mixture, with pollution of Maya. That is Vishnu's plan. So that for that he sent Shankaracharya, Lord Shiva only as Shankaracharya in Brahman family. So he comes and he teaches how Vedas are correct. But you have to understand what are Vedas saying. When it is said that you should surrender to Krishna, that is surrender to yourself. Because you are only Krishna. मतलब illusion. You think you are ordinary human being. No, you are Narayan. So this is acceptable. That is Vedas interpreted as you are only Narayan. Surrendering to Lord Vishnu means surrendering to you as well. So we accept. So then now non-violence, violence to non-violence with rejection of the Vedas. Now acceptance of the Vedas with misinterpretation. So now misinterpretation to be removed for that Acharya will say. In Buddha Sampradaya Vishnu Swami, in Brahma Sampradaya Madhavacharya, Sri Sampradaya Ramacharya, and in Nepal Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya in Bharkacharya. Right. The four acharyas, they removed all this contamination. They gave pure philosophy, pure spiritual understanding. It's a step by step, what we call it, elaboration. Yes. So we end here. 9:30. Thank you all very much. Prabhupada ki jai. Asmaveta Gauravamsudanda ki jai. Thank you.
Let us start. Praise Sundarshyam Prabhu by the only chanting 3 times.
I have Mahaprasad promise. Quantity will be less, but I already collected. Please quantity out. And if you are pure devotee, you will be happy with one grain outside. Don't worry, I will give you more than one place.